let's get down to business. Time for you guys to hate my opinions. Let's just go in order as I see them here on the right-hand side. Banjo. I don't think this character is very good. I think Banjo is mad overrated right now. I do not think Banjo is that great. I don't see why people think this character is so underrated. I don't think Banjo has all that much going for him. He suffers range-wise, doesn't have any good true combos for kill confirms. The only thing about Banjo that's truly broken is his side B, his Wonder Wing. That's pretty much it. This will probably be a YouTube video at some point, so get your hi moms in chat right now. But anyway, Banjo, B tier. Might have to move him up or down, depending. Bayonetta, also B tier. This character is not bad now. She got buffed. She's not good either. She's not going to be like high tier. She's probably high mid tier. Bowser. I think Bowser is significantly better than both of these characters. I think he's going to be our first high tier placement. I'll order them later. All right, so Bowser is in high tier, in my opinion. Very good character, super fast, really hard to kill. Some really good options. Name your tiers first before you start placing characters. I mean, what does it matter? Sure. Okay, this one's mid tier. Lower mid tier. Because like I think most characters in this game are mid tier and then low tier. There's not that many low tiers in this game. This game definitely, on average, not a lot of low tiers. There's a lot of mid and high tiers. You know what I mean? All right, so yeah, Bowser I think is significantly better than both Bayo and Banjo. So that's where he's going to go now. This character, really, really good. Absolutely destroys some matchups. His matchup spread's really not that bad. Tough guy invalidates a lot of top tiers. I don't know if invalidates the right term, but makes the matchups much harder and keeps him from getting bodied. He's extremely hard to kill, extremely good kill power. Just a seriously good character in my opinion. All right, Bowser Jr. This character's okay. I think this is the most solidly mid-tier, maybe lower mid-tier. We might move him down, but I think at his starting off point, this character has really good combo game. His neutral's okay. It's not good. He doesn't really have a lot of safe pressure, but he has like a cheap version of Spin Dash that can make him all right. Not a good character, not a great character, but I don't think this is a low tier. I think probably lower mid tier. I don't think Bowser Jr.'s bottom 5. I think definitely not. Byleth, another mid tier. I don't think this character's all that good. Actually, I'm going to use female Byleth because male Byleth's ugly. I really don't like his hairstyle. He's super disgusting. And if you use male Byleth, I think less of you as a person and a player. Honestly, just like stop. Sorry, that was a little rough. But I really don't like male Byleth. Yeah, Byleth's a mid tier. Extremely slow. All the same weaknesses of Ike without having the strengths, in my opinion. Byleth is okay. Like, she has really good smash attacks. Her up air, if it was on a faster character, would be like the best up air in the game. Her up smash is good. I'm not a simp. I never even played her game. I played like the first hour and got bored. The male versus female Byleth debate is real. Dude, it's not even about me liking female Byleth. I don't even think my female Byleth's that cute. She has like weird ass bug eyes. Male Byleth has like the weirdest haircut. He's just so scruffy looking. I'm not into it. She might be high mid tier. Maybe. I could see it. I'll think about it. Captain Falcon. I think that he is now a high tier. I think he's maybe a little bit worse than Bowser. He's at the very least high mid tier. He's kind of floating on the line here between high tier and high mid tier. A lot, like he got pretty damn good this patch. Banjo and Bayo above Byleth and Bowser Jr. Yeah, for sure. I don't think that's crazy. Bro, Bayo's not that bad. Bayo has some stuff now. She got buffed in a pretty significant way. She can still absolutely crush people who don't have great out of shield options. She's not very good, but she's pretty good. She's pretty good. She's not like nutty. Chrom, very good character. I think better than Bowser. Probably the best character so far that we listed here. I think he's significantly worse than Roy, but we'll get into how good I think Roy is later. Chrom has serious sauce. Very good character. Definitely high tier. I don't think there's any debate about that. I don't even know how to like go into it. He has fewer weaknesses than Bowser. Very fast. Very strong character. Cloud. Very good. Probably a little bit better than Bowser. He's kind of even with Bowser in my opinion. A character with serious weaknesses but really strong strengths. He's fast. He has good combos. He got buffed a little bit in this patch and got some good killing power. Come here. Here's a treat. Here's a treat. Enjoy it. No, enjoy it on stream. Eat it. Eat it. All right, she wants to run off. Let her go. He says hello. He's taking up the entire camera. Yo, this is cursed. Michael, what's your opinion on Chrom? He's kind of scary. Kind of terrifying.
You woke him up from his nap.
I did not mean to wake him up from his nap. Yeah, he's mad at you guys. All right, female Corin, who I like better than male Corin for the exact same reason. It's not that I dig female Corin that much. It's that I think male Corin is gross looking. And you guys have to respect my opinion because this is my stream. Corin's pretty good now. Corin is like a super solid character now. Corin might be high tier right below Falcon and Bowser. She got some significant buffs that make me think she's actually a respectable character now. I don't know for sure where to put her, but she's either high. I'm inclined to put her in high mid tier instead of high tier. I'm also inclined to move Banjo down. I'm thinking about it now, and that might end up happening. Corin is not high tier. Dude, he might be. Corin is very good now. Either high mid or low high. I'm not sure yet. We'll revisit it. Dark Pit. Pits are good as well. I think Pits are about as good as Corin now. They're both in a pretty good spot after their buff. They both had a lot of their weaknesses evened out. They ended up being pretty good. Pit definitely has some stuff now. I don't think he got catapulted into high or top tier or anything like that, but I think he went from being like lower mid tier to higher mid tier. I think Pit is definitely a solid character now. And Dark Pit's pretty much the same with minor differences. I don't actually know which one's better, so I'll probably end up just putting them right next to each other. Diddy, okay. Diddy is crazy good, guys. Diddy is better than Cloud significantly, in my opinion. I think Banana alone is insane. Have you guys seen what Tweak has been doing with his character? I honestly think that Diddy is a really good character, dude. This character's frame data is crazy. His combos are insane. Banana itself carries the shit out of this character. Banana is so good. Monkey Flip being something that you can either choose to make be a hitbox or a command grab, and it's unreactable so that you're not safe shielding. Diddy is insanely good in this game. Diddy is high tier for sure. Also, I'm moving Banjo down. Screw Banjo, dude. I do not think this character's good. Banjo and Byleth are about as good as each other. Neither one's all that good. And yeah, I think Bayo might be better than both of them. I think that might actually be the case now. I'm not entirely sure. And yes, I did just lose to a Bayo, but that's how I feel. All right, DK. DK's not very good. He's lower mid tier. DK has some more sauce than I think people give credit for. He's got some really stupid grab shit. Like really stupid. But his neutral's terrible. So he's either mid tier or low mid tier. I'm not entirely sure. I think probably low mid tier. We'll put him, I think he might be a little bit better than Bowser Jr. I'm not actually sure. Both of them aren't that great. Bowser Jr. is definitely better. Bowser Jr. is better the more I think about it. But he might be mid tier. I might have to move him up. We'll see. I'll revisit a lot of these things later. DK literally just won an offline invitational. You got a point, dude. I think DK's mid tier. I'm caving to the masses, putting him lower than this. I think DK is actually not that bad. He's carried by gimmicks, yeah, but when the gimmicks are that good, and they work that well on so much of the cast, so yeah, I think DK's not bad. I think DK's very underrated. Has just the best cheese in the game. So like, how can you shit on a character who has better cheese than so many other people? Doc sucks. Doc is the first true low tier on this list. Doc actually isn't good. People who win with Doc are gifted players. Mabel, extremely good. Came in here and beat me with Doc. Crazy stuff. Doc's a bad character. Doc has no range, no speed. Doc has some good cheese, but he's not a good character, guys. Doc's cheese is nowhere near as good as DK's cheese. I don't know. He's just not good. Like I don't know how to get into it any more than that. He's stumpy. He's slow. His recovery is god awful. Doc Pill is really good. Yeah, true, but it's not good enough to carry him. If Doc had the kind of speed that Pikachu does to follow up T-Jolt, if Doc was as fast as Mario, he would be insanely good. He would be insanely good because he could just follow follow Pill and have it win neutral for him. But the fact that he has to be close to Pill when it hits for it to even matter. Tornado's really, really good, but like you guys got to consider that like a character can have absolutely busted combos and a crazy good punish game, but if their neutral is terrible, they're never going to get above mid tier, in my opinion. You have to have an okay neutral. If you can't win neutral, good players are just going to eat you alive. And Doc cannot win neutral. That's his biggest weakness. Duck Hunt. I don't know what to think about this character, man. Rido makes this character look like a solid high tier, but everyone else makes this character look bad. So I don't even know what to think. I have no idea, so I'm just going to put him in mid tier. This character is not great, can't really kill that well, but has like some random gimmicky sauce that it just comes out of nowhere anytime you watch Falco. Falco's solid, dude. Laser is like a really good tool to force people to approach and to steal jumps off stage. Falco's buffs were really significant. He's like kind of cracked now. He's still very slow and has a very mediocre neutral. He doesn't have super good safe on shield moves, which sucks. So I think he's just brushing the bottom of high tier. Falco's definitely solid, but he's not ever going to break into higher top tier if he doesn't get more speed or more shield safety. fact that he doesn't really have much to do against characters with good out of shield options means that he's just like not that great. Calling high mid tiers just mid tiers and drop them all down, maybe. I'll decide later. I'm just getting a rough order right now, and then I'll go back and I'll reorder a bunch of stuff, and I might change up the tiers. Fox is like good. I don't know what to do with this character, man. He can go anywhere. Like, he's so obviously high tier, but I don't know if he's as good as some of these other high tier characters. He's absolutely cracked in the right hands, but I don't know, man. I think he's just high tier. Definitely better than Cloud. I could see it. I don't think he's better than Diddy. Like, crazy take from me. I don't think Fox is better than Diddy. I don't think Fox is as good as Chrom. I think Fox is just like right above Cloud and definitely better than Bowser by a little bit. But yeah, I don't think Fox is that good. Yeah, Fox this low? Absolutely Fox this low, dude. Fox is not that good. He's super light. He dies really easily. I think Fox is super, super overrated. But he's still good. He's still very good. All right, Ganon sucks. Do I need to go into how much Ganon sucks now? His recovery is garbage. It's exploitable. His neutral sucks. He's got like a crazy fear factor, but that's more about what's going on in your opponent's head than it is about what's going on with Ganon. Ganon's just not good, man. Ganon's not a good character. Also, Fox's recovery is garbage, dude. Fox's recovery is so exploitable. That's really significant. Fox does not have to commit to kill. That's true, but also, like, the main problem with Fox, he is a very good neutral. He has good kill confirms, but his disadvantage state is just horrible garbage. Ganon over Doc? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Both suck. Like, I don't know. It's just splitting hairs at a certain point. Both are bad. Greninja, super solid character. Super solid character. Is Greninja better than Fox? I think he might be. Probably not, though. I think Greninja goes right here, sandwiched between Fox and Cloud. Does Diddy deserve to be above Greninja? I'm not entirely sure, but I'm going to throw him into high tier because he definitely belongs there. Greninja not better than Fox? Maybe. Who plays Greninja? Dude, Greninja's pretty popular and very good. Greninja's very good, dude, but I don't think he's better than Fox. I don't think he's better than Diddy either. I think Diddy is super underrated. And I think people are finally waking up to that character being really good. Hiro. Hiro is not great, guys. Hiro is not a great character. I don't know why people insist on thinking this character is good. Hiro is super, like, people are scared of this character, and this character can gimmick wins, but man, Hiro's just not that good. Is he worse than these characters by a huge margin? Maybe. Let's throw him up here. He's better than these characters, in my opinion. His lack of safe normals and his reliance on RNG to win, he's just not ever going to be a solid character, in my opinion. I just don't think Hiro has what it takes to really compete at top level. He doesn't have the shield safety. He doesn't have... Like, he has the bullshit factor. This character is like a bad character with Arsene. You know what I mean? Like, Joker's a good character with Arsene. Hero's a bad character with Arsene. So I don't really know. You know, it's just not that good. You know what? Let's move Bowser down a little bit. But I still think he's really good. I think Falcon might be a little bit better than Bowser. Next up, Ice Climbers. Man, I don't know. I am so biased because Ike just absolutely dumps on Ices. Yeah, Ike absolutely dumps on Ices, and that's why I think they're garbage. They can't deal with range. They have a really crappy neutral, but they have a nutty punish game. I really don't think Ices are very good.
I think too many characters can separate them easily.
Yeah, I think the fact that Nana's AI is terrible and that she's completely inconsistent, it's a lot like Hiro, dude. The character has a bunch of crazy bullshit, but it's completely unreliable and reliant on the RNG of the game actually working. I don't think Ices is that good. I think maybe you can put them in mid-tier because they have some really solid bullshit, and I think that's important and that matters. But their neutral is just really bad. So I'm gonna leave them in mid-tier. I think that's where they belong. Ike, my boy. Somewhere in this range. Somewhere in this range. Maybe a little bit better than Greninja. Is he better than Cloud, though? Is Cloud...
Cloud's better than Ike.
This is my tier list. Cloud's better than Ike? He might be. If so, just barely. I think this makes sense. I think it makes sense to have him slightly worse than Cloud and slightly better than Falcon. I think Ike might be better than Cloud, dude. I think Ike might be better than Cloud. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't think Cloud is that good. I think Cloud is overrated. I think Cloud's extremely exploitable recovery means I think Ike is a little bit better. I think Quick Draw carries Ike here. And Ike kills better, lives longer, recovers more easily. I don't know. I think Ike and Cloud are really similar, hold a really similar spot in the meta, but Ike has Quick Draw, and Quick Draw makes the difference to me. Limit is not good enough to make the difference. It's just not. I don't think Limit's that good at all. Cloud has better strengths but worse weaknesses. I don't even know if I agree with that, man. I don't even know if I agree with that. Limit is just like a shitty version of Arsene, you know? It's good, but it's not like, you know, and Cloud would be pretty dumpster without it, but I don't think it's good enough to carry him up to like high tier. Inkling, good character in the same kind of range as all these other characters. I'm just going to throw her in for now, and I'll reorder her later because I don't actually know. I want to compare her to other characters and see where she falls. For now, I'm just going to throw her into high tier, and we'll work it out later. Incineroar's garbage. Incineroar's really bad. I don't know. Maybe I'm biased because Ike dumpsters this character, but I think Incineroar has some really, really, really obvious weaknesses. Inkling is way lower than Chrom. Yeah, I think Inkling will probably end up moving down my list as I put more people in, but you guys got to realize that there's going to be a lot of other characters filling in this space. Incineroar gets absolutely dumpstered by anyone with a disjoint. Incineroar has mediocre neutral and a really terrible recovery. Incineroar is bad in my opinion. I think I'm dumping him in low tier. I might rethink it later, but for now, I don't know. Side B's not that good. Side B's really good online, dude, but Side B's not that good offline. If Incin is so bad, how come I never won against one? Good point, good point. Inkling's in the correct spot. Yeah, Inkling's in a temporary spot. I might move her around for now, but I think that she's good, but not great. I think Inkling's overrated. Very campable character. Isabel's garbage. She's just really bad. She has a really shitty neutral. She has an okay combo game, and she can zone pretty well, but she's just like worse than Villager in every way, in my opinion. I think Tree is just a lot better, and Villager Gyro is a lot better. Fishing Rod is mediocre, and I don't know. I think Isabel is definitely a low tier, and I'm happy that she's a low tier because she's really annoying to fight. Joker, our first top tier. I'll talk about where he goes in top tier when I have someone to compare him to, but you know, I think Joker goes without saying at this point. Character's just good. Joker is very clearly top tier. We can argue all day about what position he belongs in the top tier, but Arsene is the most busted comeback mechanic in the game. Tiny hurtbox, excellent combo game, very good neutral game, very strong projectile. He's just very clearly a top tier, and there's no reason to really argue about it. Puff is mid tier. Puff is not bad anymore. She has some stuff, but she's just like, her matchup spread's too garbo for her to be any higher than this. A lot of people were saying she was high tier, but there's just no way. I think she might be lower mid tier. I'm not sure. I'll put her at the bottom of mid tier for now. I don't think Puff is better than Bowser Jr. Let's do this. She's definitely not low tier. She has some stuff, but I think that her matchup spread's too bad. That's the problem, is like Puff can do some stuff in some matchups, but the fact that half the cast, literally almost half the cast, just invalidates her means I think that she's pretty bad. Bowser Jr. is underrated on this list. I think you're right. I think Bowser Jr. is a mid tier. I think Bowser Jr. is definitely a mid tier. Let's just do this. We might end up getting rid of lower mid tier. Let's just delete this for now. And if I feel like sorting them more later, we'll do that. Ken. Hot take time. Ken is super, super, super good. I almost want to put him in top tier, dude. I think Ken is insane. I think Ken has not reached his potential yet at all. I think Ken has there is not a matchup in this game where Ken does not have some bullshit that hasn't been explored yet. I think this character is going to rise to be either low top tier or at the top of high tier. I think he's top 20. I think Ken is very good. I think he's better than Chrom. I don't think it's debatable. Ken is super fucking good, dude. Ken is the most bullshit character in this game, and you can't ignore that. And he also has, like, have you seen his insane frame data, dude? Ken has so many -2 on shield moves. It's so good, dude. Ken's solid. More than solid. Ken's insane. DDD, this character sucks. He's not low tier. His ledge trapping kind of buffs him above low tier, in my opinion. But he's very clearly bottom 15 to me. His neutral sucks. He doesn't have a lot of frame safety. He's just not that good. He's just not that good. Ryu's very, very, very good as well. I don't think Ryu's significantly worse than Ken at all. If you've ever played or watched Vendetta, you'll know what I'm talking about. K. Rool's a mid-tier. I think he's probably a little bit better than DK. But I don't think he's better than Bowser Jr. I don't think he's better than Puff. Let's put him right here. Maybe he's not better than DK. Maybe he's better than DDD. I think K. Rool's definitely mid-tier. Yeah, I think K. Rool's pretty mediocre in general. Doesn't have great like shield safety, doesn't have great neutral. Hella buffed online, by the way, because those projectiles are nutty. Just not all that solid of a character in other regards. Yeah, K. Rool has an okay neutral. He got buffed significantly. I think this character was probably bottom 10, and now he's mid-tier. But, you know what? I don't know. I don't know where to put him. You think K. Rool is better than DK? Maybe. DK's back air is insane. DK has, like, the best cheese in the game with cargo throw. I don't know, man. Puff definitely better than K. Rool? Maybe so. Maybe so. Is Puff better? I think Puff is better than Bowser Jr., dude. I think Puff is better than Byleth. I'm regretting moving this. I think Puff is okay. Not good. Invalidated by half the cast, but has some sauce. Kirby's bad. Kirby's at the top of low here or the bottom of mid-tier. We'll say that the buffs moved him up to mid-tier. It's very similar situation to Jigglypuff, right? Character gets completely invalidated by disjoints, has a pretty mediocre neutral, but has good combos, really good advantage state, and pretty mid disadvantage state. I don't think Kirby's very good, but I also don't think Kirby is trash, garbage, bottom, unusable tier either. Link, very solid character. He's like around here. I think Link is very solidly high tier. Maybe a little bit better than Ike, but maybe not. I think Link is like as good as Ike. I think Link and Ike are basically tied for this spot. Really solid projectiles, insanely good aerials, but very slow, and that can limit him in a lot of serious ways. But Link is very good. Link and Ike are the same character. I don't agree with that, but I think that they're around the same, like how good they are. Justice, you're crazy. Link is really good. Link's Nair alone is high tier. Lucario's Garbo, actually terrible. We're just going to throw him into low tier and we'll order him later. But he's very bad. Mac, low tier. Maybe high end of low tier because he's really annoying to fight. Lucina. Lucina, I don't think is that nutty. I don't think Lucina's top tier. I think she's high tier. I think she's at the very top of high tier. Somewhere on the border between top and high tier. Slightly overrated character in my opinion. I think Roy is better than Lucina. Her name is Lucina, not Lucina. Sure, why not? I don't really care. She's high tier. Not a top tier in my opinion, but just on the edge. Extremely good frame data, but just doesn't have that kind of special sauce that I think top tiers need. But she's very good. Lucas. Lucas isn't bad, guys. Lucas is probably like at the top of mid tier. Character's got some serious sauce. Has a very mediocre neutral, but his advantage state is absolutely insane. And his disadvantage state is not bad. Lucas is at the top of mid-tier, maybe at low-high tier. Wow, is Lucas better than Hiro? I'm not sure, but Lucas definitely... Ooh, almost spilled a drink again. Lucas definitely belongs in this tier with these characters, in my opinion. Lucas is significantly better than Ice Climbers. I think he's better than Banjo. Yeah, I think this makes sense to me. Lucas is a good character with a really good advantage state. And not the worst neutral. Like, he still has projectiles. He's not awful. He's also not insanely good, and he has some serious, clear weaknesses, but he's not awful. He's underrated in my honest, humble opinion. Lucas is a pretty good character, in my opinion. Luigi, I don't know what the fuck to do with Luigi, dude. I mean, a character can't have a true 0 to death and be mid-tier. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. The character's so bad, but also... he has a true 0 to death, and his combo game besides that is really good, and he also just has some of the most bullshit stuff. I've played against Webb as well. Webb's crazy. Webb's crazy good. Luigi in low-high tier. Yeah, I think Luigi's just somewhere in this range. Somewhere in this range. Better than Pit, maybe? I don't know, man. I don't know. This character's got just like the most busted advantage state of all time, but a really shitty neutral, and I don't know how to reconcile those two things. His disadvantage is kind of mediocre too. It's not the worst in the game, but it's not good either. Yeah, I don't know. Corin may be a little too high, but we'll rethink it later. She's very good though. And yeah, we'll leave Luigi in low-high tier for now. Mario. Mario's a top tier. He's on the lower end of top tier, but with that kind of frame safety and combo game and the ability to get what he gets off a grab, Mario's very clearly top tier. We'll work out where he goes in top tier later. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about it, and I'll have to think. You say putting Corin that high, but you don't know how many people are going to be filling in the spots. We're like less than halfway through the list, dude. I have her in low high tier, but I think that makes sense. Luigi is just worse Falco? I don't know, man. Yeah, I guess. Now I'm rethinking whether Luigi belongs in low high tier if Falco's that high. But I think it makes sense. Falco's got a significantly better neutral. He can't true zero to death like Luigi can, but he has an insanely good advantage state. Marth, Dude, Marth sucks. Marth is Lucina, but just bad. Marth has so many problems killing. And, like, he's better than he was, but he's still not good. I think he's better than Icy's by a huge margin. But is Marth worse than Lucas? No. I don't think so. I think that's a hot take. I think he goes up here. I think he goes in low-high tier, but on the lower end of low-high tier. He has some serious problems, though. Character has some serious problems. So, yeah, he still has nutty frame data. He has some crazy confirms. But he just has so much trouble killing compared to Lucina, and I just think, and it's been talked to death. Like, everybody already knows Marth's weaknesses at this point. I don't need to talk about them. He got a little bit of a buff this patch, but it wasn't enough to really dig him out of where he belongs, which I think is in lower high tier. Mega Man. Mega Man is really good. Mega Man, I think there's an argument to be made for Mega Man in top tier. I think there is an argument to be made for Mega Man in top tier. That character has some unexplored, nasty sauce. He's really, really good. He's either at the very top of high tier or the bottom of top tier. Mega Man better than Ken? I don't know. They're around the same to me. Both are very, very good. I don't know. But Mega Man, like, if you've ever seen Scat play, if you've ever seen Kamehameha play, they have a lot of sauce with this character. This character has some of the best aerial frame data in the game. Lemons control neutral so well. Mega Man has like some of the best neutral in the game, especially for a character with as slow as he is. And he's not that slow, but he's not fast either. He's just able to control space really well. He has a really solid advantage state, very good recovery. I just don't see how you can't put Mega Man in high tier at the very least. He might be top tier. We'll talk about it later. I think Meta Knight sucks. I don't know very much about this character, but I think he's worse than Puff. Is he worse than Kirby? Probably not. We'll throw him in here. I don't know much about this character at all. I've played very few Meta Knights before, but I don't think the character's very good. You know what I mean? I don't think the character has some kind of hidden sauce that he needs to break out. He needs a range buff. Yeah, I agree. His main problem is that he has nothing going for him in terms of range. I might be wrong about this. I do not know very much about this character at all. He might be Lucas tier, but for now, I think he's mediocre as hell. He's just not very good. Violet's better. Bowser Jr. is better. I don't know about K. Rool. They're probably around the same. Mewtwo. Ooh, I'm inclined to put Mewtwo in mid tier. Characters just has a problem with being hella light and having a really shitty disadvantage state. And his neutral's pretty good. Mewtwo has some pretty good frame safety and a really good advantage state. But I think he's kind of like Marth in that he just is missing something. There's just something key to Mewtwo's game plan that's a problem. He has the same problems as Fox while not being nearly as strong as Fox, while also having a much bigger hurt box than Fox, you know? Mewtwo's just crappy Fox, in my opinion, which is kind of annoying. He's just missing something. And he doesn't have, like, much to do with his grab either. But, you know, the character's not bad. He's not awful. He might be low-high tier instead of mid-tier, but I think he's probably mid-tier. A fast projectile that combos is a great neutral. It's not a fast projectile. His neutral is not fast. It's like pretty much walking speed, dude. And it doesn't carry him. It's good, but it doesn't carry him. Brawler. Okay. Waidu kind of destroyed me with this character. Brawler's sleeper is hell, dude. Brawler is a high tier. Like, I don't understand how a character with this kind of frame data and like a moveset he can choose from. Brawler's really good. There's some crazy shit from this character. This is a sleeper high tier. I think that it takes a very long time to develop the meta of a character like this because they're such a ridiculous like amount of movesets. But from some of the stuff Wario was showing me, I think that with the insane safety of this character, this is like a super solid high tier. I'm inclined to think he's like around Falcon level because they have a lot of the same strengths. Actually, no, Falcon's very different. Falcon doesn't have the frame safety. Falcon just has a nutty advantage state. That's kind of Falcon's whole deal. So Brawler might actually be better. Brawler has like an absolutely insane neutral. He's got so much frame safety, so much movement mix. God, I think Brawler's really good. Like, I don't know. I think Brawler's really good. I think Brawler might be better than Ike. I think Brawler might be better than Link. But I wouldn't say he's better than Greninja. I think I'm putting Brawler that high. I know that sounds crazy, but I think I'm putting Brawler that high. Gunner kind of sucks, but also is really annoying. Gunner is probably low high tier. Probably on the lower side. Gunner's the second best me, by the way. Either low, high, or mid, but Gunner can do some stuff. Gunner has really good movement mix. Gunner has a really good neutral with how insane Gunner's projectiles are. Sword Fighter is bad. Sword Fighter is not good at all. I think Sword Fighter is very much a mid tier. Probably lower than a lot of these characters. Yeah, we'll go right there. I think a little bit better than Meta Knight, but yeah. Sword Fighter sucks. Sword Fighter doesn't have the neutral tools that a lot of the other Miis have. Swap Sword and Gunner. No, I disagree. You guys have never seen Ikoda play. Sword Fighter, I think, lacks a lot of serious neutral tools. A lot of Sword Fighter specials suck, and Gunner is one of the best zoners in the game. Gunner has really, really good projectiles and can combo off of them extremely well. And also, the main thing that Gunner and Brawler have that Sword Fighter doesn't is they have really, really good movement mix-ups. Gunner can, like, can camp extremely well. Brawler can play neutral extremely well. What can Sword Fighter do? Sword Fighter's okay. They can fish for Tornado. Tornado is not safe. Tornado, if you shield Tornado, you can punish that. All right, anyway, that's my opinion. Min Min. This is one of the least sure placements I've ever done. Like, I don't know how good this character actually is, but man, Min Min just invalidates some characters, dude. Min Min actually just invalidates some characters, including like Ike. I think that matchup sucks. Min Min is the easiest of the high tiers and is just like super annoying. I think Min Min's really good. I think Min Min deserves, with how insane Min Min's advantage state is, and that their neutral is actually pretty good too. I think Min Min might even be better than I'm putting her here. Min Min might even be like way up here, but for now, because I have a lack of information, I don't want to make a super hot take without having the information. I've only ever played Ike Min Min. I don't know how good Min Min is against the other characters, and I don't know what her matchup chart looks like. So yeah, I think Min Min goes up here and has a lot of room to move around. I don't have the information, but this is where I'm going to put her for now. Game & Watch is a top tier, probably on the lower end of top tier, but his matchup spread is insanely good. And guys, Ike Game & Watch is not free. Like, even we're one of his worst matchups, and it's still not like +2. It's like +1. Game & Watch is better than Lucina. Game & Watch is definitely better than Lucina. I don't think that's arguable. This character's matchup spread is crazy good. His matchups that he wins, he absolutely crushes. Ike Game & Watch is free because Game & Watch mains just mash and it works. But good Game & Watch mains who know the matchup, it's not free at all. It's actually just winning. Game & Watch should be lower because all their players suck. You're right, Mega. Most Game & Watch mains just mash and like get very far because their character is broken against half the cast. But if you watch a Game & Watch in a bad matchup, they're usually really bad. They usually don't know what they're doing at all. Good Game & Watch mains, though, can handle any matchup. That character is solo viable by far. Ness. Ness is pretty good. Ness is very clearly high tier in my opinion. I think Ness might be better than Inkling. Is that crazy? I think Ness is better than Falcon. I don't think Ness is as good as Cloud. I'm starting to think Bowser should be higher. I think Bowser might be better than Falcon. I think Bowser might be better than Inkling. I think this makes more sense to me. I think Bowser's very good. But yeah, Ness is very solid. Solid high tier. Really good neutral. Really annoying projectiles. Good zoning. Insanely good projectile. Insanely good movement. There's all sorts of good stuff. Anyway, yeah, I think Ness goes right here, just above Bowser, just above Bowser and Falcon, and just below Cloud. I think that makes sense to me. Pac-Man, very good. Bottom of top tier. Is actually, Is Pac-Man better than Mega Man? That's something I'm not sure of. I think Pac-Man's really, really good. I think I'm just going to dump Pac-Man in top tier for now and leave him, and then we'll go talk about him later. This character's insanely good. Palu, crazy disjoints, crazy priority neutral, invincible moves, some of the freest, best combos in the game, invalidates half the cast with like 3 of her moves. The move that everyone complains about, Nair, is like her 3rd best aerial. Like, I don't know. Character lacks a lot of ground game, but makes up for it with an insane grab game. Yeah, no, Palu's very obviously top tier, and I think is probably the best character we put on this list so far. Yeah, Pac is definitely top tier. Maybe top of high tier, but in this range for sure. Pac is insanely good. Peach, also insanely good. I think Peach might be a little bit worse than Joker. We'll put her between Joker and Mario for now. This is another character. Peach is just ices, but good. Insanely technical character. Really crazy combos that can just body you. But also just has good frame data and a good neutral. Peach is ices, but very, very good. Palu is 5th. Hard loses to Joker and Pika. Yeah. I don't think she hard loses to Joker. But I think she definitely loses to Pika. And I can see your argument there. But we'll get into ordering later once I have like more of a baseline. So teach me how to beat ices. Dude, it's so easy with Ike. Just Nair F smash. Nair F smash works even if they air dodge correctly because it just kills Nana. Nana doesn't air dodge in time and she just dies at 30. It's really stupid. You want to see what I say about Terry? All right, I'll throw Terry on right now just for you, Neuron. One sec. Terry is very clearly high tier, but is much worse than Ken, in my opinion. I think Terry's at the bottom of high tier. Is Terry better than Falcon? I don't think so. Don't think Terry's better than Inkling. Terry's probably better than Falco. Terry's at the bottom of high tier, in my opinion. Yeah, this makes sense to me. Terry's very good, but his neutral's like kind of mediocre. Doesn't do well against disjoints. Has a very bad disadvantage state. Terry is easy, but I don't think he's good. Yeah, that's my opinion. I don't care if you disagree. Pichu sucks. Pichu's Pikachu, but worse. Has some insane advantage state, and is clearly not bad, but like compared to what this character used to be, this character's just not what they were once. Just extremely high risk reward. Sort of the same problems as Fox without having as busted of an advantage state or as busted of a neutral game. Self-damage is really bad. Terry is the worst of the fighting game characters though, for sure. Not having focus, like focus is just busted, dude. Terry's okay. Pikachu, top 5. I don't think Pikachu's the best character in the game, but I think Pikachu's very clearly top 5. So we're just gonna throw him in top tier. Guys, don't take this as a finished order. It's just Pikachu's very clearly top tier, and we'll talk about order later once everyone's on the board. Olimar is like has the same problems as Pichu. But Olimar has a really good neutral and just kind of a crappy disadvantage state. Olimar's low high tier pretty clearly, in my opinion. Has a range problem, and yeah, I don't know. I don't think Olimar's that good. Plant sucks. Plant's bad, guys. Like, I had faith in this character for a bit, but I don't know now, man. Better than some characters, but like, Bowser Jr. is clearly better than Plant, in my opinion. I don't know about Sword Fighter, but yeah, Plant has a very mediocre neutral, relies on gimmicks to try to get in neutral, and has one of the worst disadvantage states in the game. It's so easy to exploit Plant's disadvantage state. I think low mid tier makes sense for Piranha Plant. Pit, we're just gonna put him next to Dark Pit. I don't know which of these characters is better. I don't know enough about them. I know that they're significantly different enough that they deserve to have different spots on the list, but I think they're about as good as each other. You think Pit is better than Dark Pit? All right, I'll believe you guys because I don't know. Yeah, I'll believe you guys. I don't think I've played many Dark Pits. Everyone just plays Pit. Pokemon Trainer. We'll use male Pokemon Trainer because I used female for the other 2 options. PT's a top tier. Maybe on the lower end of top tier, but this character is really, really good. Just being able to switch and cover your weaknesses by changing characters, it's insane if you think this character isn't really, really good. I don't know exactly where in top tier he lies, but I think that it's very obvious that, you know, a character with 3 times the moves of any other character who can switch to the character who has the best matchup against the best characters, like, it just seems obvious.
Their family.
Richter is bad. Maybe top of mid tier. You could maybe argue for low high tier, but I think this character's insanely bad disadvantage state and ability to just get gimped out of nowhere means that this character's just not very good. Zard is worse than Bowser? Yeah, Zard's definitely worse than Bowser. But that's because Bowser's really good. That's not because Zard is very bad. Zard is like good Ridley. Yeah, I can kind of see that. Ridley's more aerial based. Squirtle's busted. Yeah, Squirtle's busted in a lot of matchups. And the matchups where Squirtle isn't busted, he has 2 other characters to use. So that's fine. Ridley. Mid-tier. Actually, Ridley's okay. I don't think Ridley's bad. Ridley has some really good frame data, but is slow and has a huge hitbox. You think Ridley's a high mid character with amazing neutral tools and really good advantage state. That's all true, but he's also got a huge hitbox, crappy disadvantage, really hard time recovering against someone who knows how to exploit it. The character's just not that good. But the character's also not bad. The character's very usable. And since he's usable, I'm going to put him in low-high tier. I think that makes sense. Just really good frame data, really good shield safety, a very good command grab, and I think all these things together, including good kill power and a really good projectile, puts Ridley in low-high tier. A good projectile for gimping other characters. Rob's a top tier. We'll talk about where he goes later, but a character with this good, like Rob's the best zoner in the game, and also has amazing boxing tools, has the best down tilt in the game, has, you know, some amazing combos. Rob is better Ridley. You know what? I've never thought about that, and you're completely right, Mega. Rob is like a really good Ridley. Rob might be top, you know, 8 or so. We'll work it out later. Robin. Female Robin's better than male Robin. I don't know how to feel about Robin. Robin's kind of in the Richter zone, where she has some clear weaknesses, but also some really strong strengths. We'll leave Richter where he is. I think Mewtwo might be. Mewtwo's probably better than Richter. Icy's might be better than Richter, but I'm not going to move them for now. Robin, I think, is better than both of them. And it's probably better than Ridley. It's better than Gunner. Robin's better than Lucas. Robin's better than Hiro. And that's where I'd stop. I think this makes sense. Yeah, Robin around the mid of low-high tier. Very good character, but just has some very clear weaknesses. Super slow. Rosalina and Luma. Another character I don't really know what to do with. Has some really cool, interesting stuff. Clearly not an awful character, but also not too nutty. And it has like almost no representation at top level other than Dabuz. I think Rosa might be better than Hiro. I think Lucas is significantly better than Hiro. I don't think Lucas is in the right spot. Yeah, Rosa and Luma, maybe a little bit better than Lucas. I actually think Lucas is better. Rosa's high tier free. Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. Ryu's almost as good as Ken. Is Ryu better than Chrom and Diddy and Fox? Yeah, he's better than Fox. This makes sense to me. Is he better than Chrom? I don't think so, but it's close. And I think Diddy's very, very good. Ryu's very, very good. Ryu's basically as good as Ken. Maybe very slightly worse. But if you've ever seen Vendetta play this character and turtle with him, you'll see how damn good Ryu is. Ryu is really, really good. Roy, bottom of top tier, easy. Might be top 10. Roy's insanely good. Roy's just Chrom but better. This character has the cheese factor that Lucina doesn't have, while having a lot of the same strengths as her. Doesn't have Dolphin Slash, but has a really good out of shield option with Blazer, has a really good out of shield option with back air. Nair works on tall characters as well. Extremely good combo game. One of the best combo games in the entire game, Smash Ultimate. Very solid neutral, good safety, reasonable recovery, better than Chrom by a significant margin, and just like has better limit cross slash. Like you can't really say it any other way. Roy's nutty. Samus, okay. Solid high tier, one of the better zoners. Samus is an interesting one. I think she's like right here between Inkling and Terry, but also I don't think she's worse than Falcon. No, she is worse than Falcon. Yeah, this makes sense. Samus, one of the better zoners in the game. Insanely good projectiles, really good combo game, but very slow. Kind of a mediocre neutral if she's not got you at a distance. Really good out of shield game, true, but her slowness and lack of easy kill options, I think make her high tier. She has a really, really good grab game though, and generally underrated at the start of the game, but now everyone pretty much considers Samus high tier. She's very, very good. She belongs where she is. Sheik. Oh boy, I don't know what to do with Sheik, man. She's good, but God, like I'm still waiting to fight that one amazing Sheik that makes me like think that Sheik is really fucking good. Right now, I think Sheik is overrated as hell, and everyone's just popping off over Void being absolutely insane. I think Sheik's around the bottom of high tier. Is she better than Falco? Maybe. I don't know what to do with this character because I have not played Buff Sheik offline at all. I've only played Buff Sheik online, which is not the same at all. So yeah, I don't even know what to do with her. I think I'm going to put her at the bottom of high tier. I think that's where I'm going to settle on for now. Shulk is top tier. Better than Game & Watch. Better than Mario. Not better than Rob. I think that's where Shulk goes. Absolutely insane options. Tons of range. Simon is the same as Richter. Snake is top tier, but around the lower end of top tier in my opinion. PT might be better. Game & Watch isn't better. Is Mario better than Snake? I'm not sure. Snake is like top 10 in my opinion. Very good, but doesn't belong above a lot of these other characters. Has a really strong neutral. It has the best advantage state in the game, some might say. Very, very, very good. Viper thinks I underrated Marth. Maybe. But I think for now I don't have any information from my experience that says Marth is better than I put it. So I think Marth goes where he goes for me. Sharp is doing stuff with Sheik Online. Yeah, I don't know though. You feel like Snake, Mega Man, and Pac-Man are all around the same place. I agree. Game & Watch as well. PT might be better than this. PT probably goes here. Very, very, very good character. Sonic. Sonic is like near the top of high tier in my opinion. If you guys haven't played a good... What?
Don't let them hear you say that.
Let who hear me say that?
Sonic me.
Oh, what, they think he's bad or good?
That he's good.
Oh, I think he's good. Sonic is really, really good. Not just online. A lot of Sonic's buffness online is exaggerated, and he's actually just that good offline too. If you've never played a really, really good Sonic offline, then you don't realize how oppressive this character can be. A really good, perfectly played patient Sonic is top tier, and I think that he's as good as Lucina. Like, I think these two characters are tied. I think this character is going to keep showing up offline as well. And people are overrating. Like, I think the Sonics came into their own right when COVID started, but I don't think playing online is what made Sonic good. You know what I mean? Sonic's good. Sonic's very good. Yeah, Sonic's very good. He's definitely buffed online, but he's also very, very good offline. I think it's exaggerated how buffed he is online. Toon Link. I don't know what to do with this character. I used to think this character was high tier, and now I'm starting to think that he's actually not good. I think he's definitely better than Hiro, definitely better than Rosa. I think this is where he goes. I don't think he's better than Lucas. I think he's just a worse young Link. Character's not that good, but also isn't that bad either. His forward air is insanely good. His bomb is insanely good. I very much disagree with you, Man of War. I don't think Inkling's very good. I think Inkling is very mediocre and just gets significantly buffed online. Inkling is too campable. Inkling doesn't kill easily enough. And yeah, just not that great. Yeah, Inkling is very significantly buffed online in my opinion. Wario is definitely a top tier. Probably a little bit better than Mario. Probably better than Shulk. Better than Rob? Yeah. Better than Peach? Maybe. I think this is where Wario goes. Wario's probably top 5. Insanely good combo game. Mediocre neutral. Best advantage state in the game. Cheats harder than any other character in the game. Very good recovery game. Wario's very good. Villager sucks. Villager's low mid tier. Maybe between DDD and Kirby. Character just has crappy neutral. Not the best advantage state. Very, very bad disadvantage state. Just can't get in. Tries to rely on camping, but then just ends up cornering himself and dying super early. Villager's not very good. Roller is buffed. Roller's very buffed online. Roller's buffed. Grabs are buffed. Her hitbox being tiny is buffed because it's much harder to hit low-spaced aerials. Inkling's way better overall online, in my opinion. Wii Fit Trader. This character's kind of cracked now, dude. I think Wii Fit Trainer's like really good now. I think Wii Fit Trainer's better than Samus. I think this character has the sauce now. Deep Breathing is just absolutely busted. There's no way Wii Fit Trainer is top tier. Character has too mediocre of a neutral for that. This character is one of the most buffed characters in the game online. It's so hard to avoid her shit online, but offline she's not that good. You can deal with her stuff. A lot of her stuff becomes reactable, and I just don't think she falls into the absolutely busted tier. She's just very good. Wolf, one of the worst top tiers in my opinion. Very, very good. Has an amazing combo game. Good neutral game. Is he better than Roy? I don't think so. I don't think Wolf is better than Roy. I think Pac-Man needs to move down a little bit. Game & Watch is better than... I think Game & Watch is better than Wolf. Yeah, I think this is where Wolf goes. Very, very good. Kind of funniest character you can pick up and kind of like sauce people with. But not as bullshit as a lot of the other top tiers. I don't think Mario's this good. I think Mario needs to move down. I think Wolf might be a little bit better than Mario, but Mario's still top tier. And I think Roy is significantly better than both. Wolf would be top 5 if he had a good recovery. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. He's pretty exploitable. Wolf's recovery is underrated, But that's because everyone says it's pure poo-poo garbage, and it's actually, like, okay. You know what I mean? It's still not good. Yoshi. I don't know what to think about this character. I think low high tier makes sense. Character has some sauce. Not, like, being cool sauce. Just, like, is good sauce. Some of the best normals in the game. Exploitable in a lot of ways, though. Lacks range in a lot of ways, though. Maybe over here in high tier, but I don't think so. I think Yoshi's very mediocre. Doesn't have anything crazy going for him, besides being able to mash really well. When a good character have a weakness, they overplay it to bits. It's true. It's true. Young Link. Young Link is really good. Oh, God. Young Link is really good. Like, this character has some busted combos, but has trouble killing. I think Young Link and Diddy are very similar characters in this meta. Extremely, extremely good neutral. Some of the best projectiles in the game. I think Young Link's probably a little bit better than Diddy. But both of them are borderline top tiers. These are really good characters. And I think they have the same weaknesses, which is they can't kill that well. But both have really good disadvantage states. Like, they have really good ways to get out of disadvantage. Very good movement. Extremely, extremely good aerials. Extremely, extremely good frame safety. Extremely, extremely good projectiles. Very, very good combo game. Just like, the only thing they're missing is range and kill power. And so they go in high tier instead of top tier. If they had, like, just a little bit more kill power, they would be top tier free, in my opinion. Zelda's not very good. She probably is a little bit better than Richter. Probably better than Mewtwo. Or we'll say high mid tier. She has a lot of bullshit that's really hard to avoid. She's not high tier. There's no way. Yeah, Zelda's mid tier. ZSS top tier. Probably on the lower end of top 10. This character is really, really good. No, actually, I'm wrong. ZSS is extremely, extremely good. I don't know why I'm saying that. This character has some of the best frame data, some of the most bullshit combos, can compete with the top tiers. She's definitely top 5 in my opinion. I think ZSS is really good. Yeah, Brawler's frame data is absolutely crazy. Brawler is way better than Inkling. You're crazy. No, Inkling's not that good. If Inkling was that good, Inkling would have results. All right, so this is everyone on the list, but I'm going to come back and order them in a second. Let me just go pee real quick, and we'll finish this list up. Let's look at the order here. I don't know that Pikachu is top 1. I don't think his results speak to being top 1. I think I'm going to move him down a little bit. He's obviously top 5. He's obviously top 5, but I think he might be 5th. I think he might be 5th. These characters' results just kind of speak for themselves, you know? God, I don't know who to put as number 1, because, like, I feel like all of these characters are so close. You know, I feel like the top 5 in Smash are all insanely good characters. Probably like the top 7 or 8, you know? Joker being top 1. I don't think I think that. I don't know. Is it like, I don't know. Should I put Pikachu top 1 just so no one yells at me? Because, like, these characters are all so good. Everything else here looks pretty... Wait, how'd Joker end up over here? These 6 all have the sauce. These are the 6 best in the game, and I think they're all almost even. I think I'm going to add a whole nother tier. I'm going to call this the Pantheon. This is the God tier. This is where all of the characters who can compete at top level with no issues are. These 6 are the Pantheon. They're the busted 6, you know? In terms of which one's the best, I guess I'll put Pika there just so people don't yell at me, but we'll just do this for now. This makes sense to me. These are the 6 best characters in the game, and I don't really care what order they're in. You know what I mean? I am inclined not to put Pikachu at number 1 just because Ike does pretty good against him. But everyone else complains so much about this character, I don't know what to do. Palunat second? Yeah, you're probably right. Let's do this. This makes sense to me. I'm just going to say explicitly that they're all pretty close to the same level and all of them are incredibly solo viable. But I'm not like too sold on their order. But this is my preliminary order. This is what I'm going to go with. All right, yeah, Rob, definitely top tier. Roy, definitely top tier. I actually kind of like this order. Maybe PT moves down a bit. Maybe PT goes a little bit below Wolf. Yeah, I like this. I like this. Rob is just outside of the top, but is still top tier. Shulk is top tier. Snake is top tier. Yeah, no, this actually makes perfect sense to me. I'm actually very happy with this order. Lucina, Sonic. Does Mega Man need to move up to top tier? Does Ken need to move up to top tier? That I'm not sure about. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yo, I have Roy at 11. That can't do. That can't do. I said he was top 10. I gotta actually believe it. All right, no. We'll put him at 11 because I think that's actually true. So I think I lied putting him in top 10, but he's still very, very, very good. This all makes a lot of sense to me. Does Fox need to go down is my question. Probably not. I think he makes sense where he is. Link makes sense. Ike in high tier, yeah. Is Ike better than Bowser? I think, is Bowser better than Cloud is another valuable question. Bowser's really, really freaking good, dude. Yeah, Roy and Chrom are incredibly different. They have different combo trees, different kill powers, different recoveries. They're not like Pit and Dark Pit where they're basically interchangeable. Not at all. Brawler does belong here. I actually think he does. You can think I'm crazy, but that's fine. Min Min belongs here. Greninja belongs here, yes. I'm pretty happy with this. Is Wii Fit Trainer better than Ness? Maybe, but I don't know. I don't know enough about this character. It's not developed enough yet that I'm willing to move them up even more. Yeah, Terry towards the bottom of high tier. Yeah, this all makes sense to me. Low high tier, we got Pichu. We'll call this mid tier plus. Corin's better than this. Corin's up here. Corin's in low high tier, I think. I think Pits might be as well. I think Pits are better than these characters. I'm not sure. We'll put them in mid tier plus actually, but we'll put them at the top of mid tier plus because Pits got pretty saucy now. Pits are pretty good. Luigi has a true 0 to death, so we'll put him at the top of mid tier plus. This character's so stupid. I hate him. And he's not good. His neutral sucks. But he's buffed online, and I don't know. I still don't know what to do with Luigi. I'm not going to lie. But I don't think he's very good. Pits can go here. That makes sense. Pichu goes here. Yes. These characters used to have fallen the fallen glory tier. Yoshi's okay. Bayo's okay. Marth is okay. Robin is better than everyone thinks, which means she's mid-tier plus. Same with Lucas. I used to think this character was really good. Now I think this character kind of sucks. Does Rosa need to go higher? Maybe. Maybe, yeah. Yeah, I think Rosa's better than Yoshi. I think Bayo's better than both of them, though. I think Bayo's really not that bad. This all makes sense to me. Hiro's not nearly as good as everyone tries to say he is. Character's pretty mediocre, so I think, yeah, he belongs here. So does Meat Gunner. Ridley, yeah. Good, but not great. Nothing too special. Yoshi is way too low. You might be right. No, yeah, you're right. Yeah, no, you're right. Yoshi's better than Luigi, better than Pits. Probably better than Pichu. Yeah, we'll put Yoshi here. Yoshi's in low high tier. I think you're right. I was underrating the character. Yeah, Zelda's where she should be. Mewtwo, Richter. Yes, these are like the 3 mid tiers that I think could move up, or the 4. Icy's could, but I haven't seen it. Icy's have crazy stuff, but shitty neutral, and that's not enough. Duck Hunt also pretty good. Banjo sucks, and that's why he's here. Oh man, I feel so bad having Duck Hunt this low. This character has proven that they're not that bad. Duck Hunt's about as good as Toon Link, in my opinion. Is Duck Hunt better than Zelda? Yeah, probably, right? I think Duck Hunt's probably better than Zelda. Yeah, this makes sense. Yeah, no, Duck Hunt needs to go up here. Duck Hunt's better than Hiro, I believe. DK in mid-tier, Puff in mid-tier. I like how my mid-tier is like only higher than 6 characters, but that's how it is. But like, this is how I feel. I don't think these characters are unviable. These characters are still okay. Byleth is better than this. Byleth is around Richter tier. Byleth and Richter are about the same. Byleth worse than Ridley? Not really. Yeah, Byleth's a little bit worse than Ridley, I think. Ridley's got that air game. Plant sucks. Sword Fighter sucks. Bowser Jr. I think I have too low. I think Bowser Jr. has a little bit of sauce. Yeah, I think Bowser Jr. needs to go up a few spots. Character's not that bad. Everyone is overrating Sonic because of Wi-Fi. I think people are overrating how much Wi-Fi buffs him. I think he's still good either way. I think Sonic's been good, and I've been saying it for a year now. Sonic's a good-ass character. Yeah, Sonic dictates the pace of the entire match. Character's very, very good. Like, you guys got to realize that, yeah, you can react to him better offline, but also, this is the fastest character in the game. He can react to you, too. Like, if you whiff anything, Sonic's after your ass, dude. Sonic is buffed in a lot of ways offline too, though he is. I think he's better online than he's offline, but just not by that much. Not by that much at all. Let's see, yeah, Puff makes sense here. Puff's better than DK, not by much, but like a little bit. I don't think Banjo's better than Bowser Jr. I'm gonna stay by that. K-Rool could stand to move up. This character's not that bad. I think K-Rool's better than DK. K-Rool might be better than Puff. Hell, K-Rool might be better than Banjo. How do you react to doing nothing? Yeah, Kanae's completely right. Sonic doesn't have to do anything. Sonic doesn't have to approach. Yeah, Meta Knight sucks. Piranha Plant sucks. Maybe Meta Knight's better than Piranha Plant. And Sword Fighter. We'll say that. DDD sucks. Villager sucks. Kirby deserves better than this, I think. Kirby's up here. Kirby's got some stuff. Just has a really bad matchup spread, essentially. But does Kirby's like pocket pick potential versus some top and high tiers matters. You know what I mean? Put Ike in top 6 to farm interactions. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Maybe on my offline tier list. I mean, online tier list. Mac is the best low tier in my opinion. Incineroar is right behind him. Doc has some sauce. Lucario sucks. Lucario's bad. Isabel's even worse. Is Ganon the worst in the game? No, I don't think so. Ganon's better than Lucario. Ganon's better than Doc. Ganon's probably the bottom 4, I would say. The Banjo placement clears your skin. Dude, Banjo sucks. Why do people put Banjo in high tier? I don't understand. That character doesn't have any real combos. The only thing he has is like bullshit Wonder Wing. I don't get it. I don't get why people think Banjo's good. Banjo's bad. I think this is it. I think this is what we got. You think K-Rool's better than Banjo? Maybe, but I'm not moving him. I don't know. I don't know enough about K-Rool. This isn't about me thinking Banjo's good. Move Wario to mid-tier for the hot take. I think people are going to find enough things to pick holes at here. I think Diddy might be too low. I think Ken might be better than this. I think Ken's better than Mega Man. Is Ken better than Sonic? No. No, I think this makes sense. I almost want to put Ken in top tier just for the hot take, but everyone's just going to roast me. Yeah, I think this is it. I think I'm happy with it. What do you guys think? Okay, I'm going to post this to Twitter, guys. And this will be a YouTube video eventually, so get in your hi moms while you can. And yeah, I think this is it. I think this makes sense.
Those I fight with, they're family.
Thank you so much to my patrons, Curtis, Dom, Barless, The Almighty Zappy, T-Rex Lord, GG Noob, Cufflinks, and Ice Cold X. I only get to do this because you guys support me, and I appreciate it so much. If you'd like to become a patron, check out the link in the description. Thank you very much, everybody.